I was thinking about the better days. My youth so happy, my hair so nappy, had an afro.
And as you join us, it is Bournemouth 1, Arsenal 0. An absolute terrible mistake from big Gabriel Magalhaes, who tries first time to knock the ball across the box, and all he does is just succeed in passing it straight to Evanilson, who has the easy task at slotting it into an empty goal. Absolutely terrible. If you're going to win leagues, you do not make mistakes like that. He's played a blind pass, trying to find Saliba, but it was all along the floor, straight to Evanilson, who just put it into an empty net. Raya had come short for the pass. There was no other pass on. It's go long or back to the keeper, and Arsenal have gifted Bournemouth the lead. What a disaster. So Bournemouth 1, Arsenal 0. 11.5 minutes gone. And now we're having a Declan Rice long throw, which is not a long throw. What a disaster. I can't believe that we've conceded that goal. I really can't. Where's the short option here? That's not even a long throw. And it's easily headed out. And it's smashed clear by Bournemouth. Martinelli heads the ball when he should really be controlling it. And it's a free kick given for a foul on Semenyo. And to be fair, Arsenal have had a couple of little challenges where the referee hasn't given a free kick. And then that seems like just as soft as the ones that Arsenal weren't given. He's given straight to Bournemouth. And Clivert goes close. So the ball just played into him. It's a shot from 25 yards and it's whistles past the post. And I'm telling you something, if that's on target, that's in the roof of the net. And that is 2-0 Bournemouth. So Arsenal need to get a grip on this game here. And it's Odegaard picks up the ball from Raya to Timber. It's back with David Raya. So Bournemouth ranked second in possession, one in the final third. High in turnovers, they're third. So high stats for Bournemouth pressing and winning the ball back high up, which makes this is not going to be easy now for Arsenal. And it's back with David Raya. And again, Bournemouth go in press. It's another... Oh, Gabriel has got away with that one because it wasn't a great ball. Gyökeres keeps it under control, then takes a buffer into the back, and Arsenal have a free kick just inside the Bournemouth half. Let's play the ball, Declan Rice. And the Arsenal come that. Again, it's Hincapié this time. Takes an elbow in the back and it's a free kick. Can Gabriel make up for his error in gifting the goal? This is the question. It'll be Declan Rice to take it. Declan Rice floats it in. The keeper comes and punches. It's picked up by Madueke. Madueke beats his man to the byline into the box. Still going, Madueke. And it is Gabriel. It is Gabriel that smashes the ball home. There was two other Arsenal players that had opportunities, and the ball fell back out to Big Gabriel, who hits it on the half volley, smashes it into the back of the net. Is there going to be a VAR challenge? Let's have a look. I didn't see anything wrong with it, but Arsenal are currently level. Don't seem to be much celebrations from the Arsenal people, from the Arsenal players. There's the keeper's punch out. There's nothing wrong with that. Madueke just turns Semenyo inside out, drives into the box, goes right to the byline, pulls it back. It should have been a penalty on Hincape, I think. Then Martinelli should have scored. His shot is blocked and it falls straight to Big Gabriel and he smashes it into the net. Yeah, I think that it was a good block by Adam Scott, but the ball fell to Gabriel and he smashed it home. I think it was definitely a penalty on Hincape there. Yeah, it would have been a penalty. 100% that would have been a penalty. But the goal counts. Arsenal are level. Gabriel has made up for his terrible mistake. And it's 1-1. And Rice is having a chat with Zubamendi and Gabriel, laying down some instructions, giving Gabriel a slap on the backside and saying, "Come on, we got this." So Bournemouth will get us underway. And Arsenal look like they are all dropping back for the long ball. And it's pumped forward. Oh, don't this guy know how to control the ball? Lesson, and no one was going to control the ball, man. Go on, Yock. Shoot. Oh, and it's a shot and it's cannoned off the Bournemouth defender from Gyökeres, and it is a corner to Arsenal. But there we see Gyökeres picking up the ball and running, and it's a left-footed shot. It was on target. I think the keeper saves it, but it's come off the Bournemouth defender and it's a corner to Arsenal. So Declan Rice will take the corner. And in it comes, wicked in-swinger. Oh, and the keeper gets a good tip off of Saliba's head. And they bring it away through Semenyo. And he smashes it long downfield. And it's easy for David Raya, who smashes it back upfield and straight out of play for a throw into Bournemouth. Roughly level with the edge of their box. Welcome, guys. Just jumping into the chat. Apollo, I hope your family dinner is going all right. Thank you to your lovely wife for starting the stream. I hope Tony's okay and nothing's happened there. Well, hopefully he'll join us shortly. Yeah, it was a terrible error D from Gabby to give them a goal. But Arsenal have come back into it well. Oh, come on. That's two people jumping for the ball, ref. So Gyökeres is having a battle for the ball. They both got to head it. It's a clash of heads. Nothing more. It's not even a clash of heads. Gyökeres was just stronger than that Adam Scott. They both jumped for the ball. And it's never a free kick. Yeah, Noni's been a threat every time he's picked up the ball. Yeah, Madueke with a great run and cross. Yeah, no problem. I hope Tony's okay. It's unusual for him not to be around if he says he's going to be here. So, and Bournemouth played the ball long again. And Gabriel, oh, he didn't see it out. And Bournemouth have it. Great tackle, Jury and Timber. Go on, Nonny. Nonny burst him. Fullback done well there because Nonny tried to push it down the line and run. Odegaard, you've got to make a tackle, Odegaard. This just jumping side to side beside someone ain't trying to win the ball. Yeah, it's always a potential banana skin when we go to Bournemouth, to be fair, but every team raises their game. And here come Bournemouth again. And it's Evan Nielsen. He must be offside. And it was a good tackle by Saliba anyway, but the flag does go up for offside. So David Raya with the free kick. Yeah, every team raises their game when Arsenal come to town. Bournemouth haven't been doing as well as they have done in previous seasons. You know, so they have been conceding goals, but they've also been scoring goals. So if we can outscore them today, we can win the game. And it's a back heel straight to Madueke. Madueke looks really up for this. Excuse me. So Zubamendi has it, and it's a silly ball to Declan Rice. And again, we gift it back to Bournemouth. That's the stupidest. Odegaard, slide for God's sake. Martin Odegaard cannot defend. And they let him get to the byline. Two Arsenal players, and they let him get to the byline. He delivers the cross, and it's out from Gabriel, but Bournemouth still have it. Odegaard is just not any way, shape or form able to defend. Yeah. And here come Bournemouth down the left now. Can Gabriel Martinelli defend a bit better? And it's played back. The cross comes into the box. And again, it's Tavernier this time that heads wide. So Arsenal's defence is all at sea here. And we're gifting Bournemouth possession. And again, that was a free header, 8 yards out, and he's glanced it wide. So Arsenal really need to get a hold of this. It's not the mistakes you make, Apollo. It's how you come back from them. That's the key here. You can make all the mistakes you want, but it's how you recover and how you play the rest of the game. Because when you're making a mistake and you've still got 80 plus minutes in a game, it all depends how you come back from it. And he's come back with a goal. So you can't ask for more than that. But we've got to stop gifting the ball to Bournemouth. It's been a very sloppy opening 24 minutes. Yeah, I don't know with Odegaard. It's just his lack of defending. And then look, here come Bournemouth again. And it's a lovely bit of skill by Evan Nielsen. And Gabriel brings him down. He's on the floor like he's just had his leg broke. I'm sure that's just a little ploy to get Gabby booked. You're damn right, Apollo. We've gifted them everything that they've had. We've gifted them. They haven't had to break us down with skillful plays. All come from our mistakes. And I think this is going to be a long shot from Kluivert or Tavernier. But Martinelli, in the first opening couple of minutes, he had a header, and all he had to do was flick it on and set Gyökeres free. And he headed it completely the other way, back towards his own goal. And it is Kluivert, and it's harmlessly wide, and it goes out for a goal kick to Arsenal. Yeah, Martinelli needs to do, and Odegaard plays around the press really lovely there, and nice 1-2 with Timber to Declan Rice to Noni. Oh, there was the ball. The ball was first time, man. There was a gaping big hole. The ball could have been played straight to Gyökeres. Odegaard, man, you are useless. Just make a tackle, for crying out loud. It's not that hard. So Bournemouth have it. Notice they're playing Semenyo on Arsenal's right-hand side. He started on the left. And Semenyo receives a yellow card. Wouldn't it be funny if he got sent off? And he can go to City with a nice suspension under his name. To be fair, I'm not sure that was a yellow card. I'm not sure Semenyo actually made any attempt to trip him up. Apollo saying attack is much more fluid with Marino in there. You can see why Arteta likes him. I just think it's much more fluent when you've got Trossard in the side as well. Trossard's been on fire. I think he can consider himself very unlucky to be dropped. Let's play the ball. What are we doing here? It's to Saliba, back to Rice, back to Zubamendi, back to Gabriel, back to Saliba. Arsenal playing it around. Oh, it's a heavy touch from Zubamendi there. Almost let Evan Nielsen in again. There's the ball sent long. Lovely take by Timber. That's it. Well played. Victor Gyökeres holds the ball up, lays it off. Arsenal keep possession. Yeah, Zubamendi's not clicking today. And again, Arsenal give the ball away. Gyökeres and Odegaard pressing. Come on, Noni, get out there, get out there. It's not long, but Timber's got that under control all day long and twice on a Sunday. It's with Odegaard into Declan Rice. Come on, can we play a bit faster? We're just walking here. Odegaard tries to free Gyökeres. Is he going to keep it in? No, he doesn't. Wasn't a great ball. To be fair to Gyökeres, he chased it and it just skipped out of play just before he got there. Yeah, there's it's not been great an opening half an hour, to be fair to any of the players there, really. Martinelli trips over the ball. Now he's got the ball, head down, running. He can't see the pass. Look, the pass was straight over there to Madueke. Oh, and it's a Hincapié now with the error. Odegaard. If you're going to knock it over the top. That was just a nothing ball. And we just headed it straight back into play. And we give the ball straight back to Bournemouth and allow them to attack again. And Evan Nielsen with the shot. And how does he get up off the floor to win the ball when it's 3 Arsenal players around him? You know, Arsenal are not playing very smart football. Again, Odegaard beaten and just runs past. There's no tackle. There's no nothing. And Gabriel smashes the ball. What is that? What am I actually watching here? Here come Bournemouth again. Oh, and it's over the bar again from Tavernier, who arrives in the box late, gets in front of the Arsenal man and flicks it high over the bar. But this is, I don't know what football Arsenal were trying to play here today, but we're struggling to string two passes together. Welcome, Garfield. It's currently 1-1, mate. Kluivert's a really good player. I would take Kluivert over Martinelli. That's for sure. And it's a free kick to Bournemouth. Welcome, Andrew. Yeah, no, it's about as open in 30 minutes as I've seen from an Arsenal team this season. I think they've drunk a few bottles of their own, nephew Andrew, after the start to this game. Odegaard has tried to play a hook ball twice now to free Gyökeres. And twice he's just shanked it along the ground. Apollo saying more like they've been at the Dog and Duck. We look more like the players from the Dog and Duck FC. And is it a throw? We look like we've never played together before. It's a corner for Bournemouth. The referee saying to Zubimendi, I'm watching you. Corners floated in. Raya comes and claims. Lovely claim. Martinelli's on the run. Play it, Dick. Play it. Oh, he's got him pulled by Semenyo there. He's getting pulled by Semenyo. Ref, how have you not? Oh, my God. Rice, in fairness to Rice, he stayed on his feet, but he really should be going down there, and Semenyo would have probably been off the pitch. Terrible refereeing from Campbell. You can see the pull. It knocks him off balance as he's trying to play the pass. Odegaard still can't tackle, and it's a shot, and it's blocked by Timber. So Bournemouth, all the Bournemouth players must be on a nice payday from Man City if they can get some points here against Arsenal. Yeah, Andrew's just reminding Garfield that they drew with Wolves, so not to be too loud. And it's a long ball, and it's through to David Raya. See, when you're facing a press like this is where you want to play the ball high, up and over the top, down the channels. We've got the striker that will run for it. You know, we've got we've got Martinelli with pace. We've got Noni with pace, and we're faffing around at the back, putting ourselves under pressure. And there's no need. There's no real need. But Arsenal play round the press well. Now it goes to Madueke. Back to Odegaard. Back to Madueke. Right across to Martinelli now. He runs at his man. He cuts in. Doesn't get nowhere. Goes back round in a circle. Starts again. Again, he cuts in. It's a terrible cross. And well played, Saliba. Odegaard wins possession and holds the ball. And it's back out to Martinelli. Again, he cuts inside his man, and he gets thundered into as he's crossing the ball. No attempt to play the ball at all. Oh, and this time he does get the fouls. He comes inside and gets tripped. So they're just showing the Semenyo incident again. Rice running away. Semenyo has a pull of his arm. Got hold of his arm. Oh, but it's brilliant defensive work, apparently, when you pull someone's arm and stop them running. It's brilliant defensive work. Unless you're an Arsenal player. Yeah, that 3-0 today for Wolves was against Wet Spam. Let's not big it up too much. So it's Arsenal in possession. So 5 minutes of normal time left at the end of the first half, plus whatever the ref adds on. And it's Incape on the charge, and it's just out of play. And he takes the player on, but there was no room for the extra touch. He's got to get that half a yard and try to put the cross in. Iriona don't look happy. He wanted Bournemouth to play it quicker. Lovely take by Semenyo. And we just allowed him to cross, look, run in field, look. We just allowed him to drift in, player 1-2, receive the ball and shoot high over the bar. That's terrible defending. What's happened there? We're getting to the stages now where we're scared to play because we're top of the league and we don't want to give anything away. But this is terrible. We know Bournemouth like an open game, but this is not good. So 8 shots from Bournemouth, 1 on target, 5 from us, 1 on target. We've had 3 more touches in the opponent's box than them, and they've had a bit more possession. No, Andrew, I was eating some pizza, and there was no cat on the pizza. It seems now that you're actually allowed to push players when they're heading the ball. Twice now, Bournemouth players have pushed Arsenal players in the process of heading the ball, knocking them off balance, and twice it's been allowed by the referee. What are we doing? Go on, cut in, Martinelli, cut in! Oh my, get this guy off the pitch, man. So Jokeres holds the ball up well. He wins his duel, then he plays it over the top for Martinelli. Martinelli breaks free. He's got no inkling to drive towards the goal. And then he's crossed to try and find Madueke. Is as weak as they come. When you've got Trossard that's been playing so well, you can't put this guy in ahead of him. With Madueke now, can he make something happen? It's to Zubamendi. We're in time added on for stoppages at the end of the first half. And Odegaard, the ball's overplayed, but Odegaard just has no inkling to tackle for the ball. So 2 minutes added on. Looking like it's going to be 1-1 at half time. and Gabriel tries to play the ball, and it's just blocked. It's just so bad. And here come Bournemouth. And the guy's laying on the floor, and he still comes up with the ball. The Bournemouth player's laying on the floor. He still comes up with the ball. And Arsenal play it out now with Medweke. Cuts inside. Goes back on the outside. Finds Timber. Timber bows on the 1-2. Gives it back to Odegaard. And Zubamini, can we shoot? No, we can't. So that's to Hincapié, who just doesn't want to cross. Gabriel again tries to not cross. And again, it's a terrible ball from Gabriel. He can't even get it off the ground. And that's half time, guys. So Arsenal going at the break. 1-1. And I must say, it's been a dreadful, dreadful first half. Martinelli, I mean, even at the just before half time there, Arsenal had the chance. Martin Odegaard refuses to shoot, dribbles across the area, tries to play a 1-2 with Martinelli. Martinelli messes up the return ball to him, and it's just nothing. It's just meek. Just meek. That's a word we don't use very often on this channel. It's just meek. Okay, so half time, it is 1 apiece. And not a very good 45 minutes from Arsenal. Not a very good 45 minutes from a team that is top of the league and looking to cement their position at the top of the league. I know you can't be 100% on it every game, but you've at least got to be 70, 80% on it. And in that half there, we was probably about 30% on it. Apollo saying another away game, another rubbish performance, another wake-up call for the backup players. I don't know who this cat is who lives in Enfield, but if you've got a number, give it to me. Okay. Going to need set piece this one out and hope Bournemouth miss their chances. Poor ball for Martinelli, cannot create. Yeah, Apollo Martinelli has been absolutely tragic. Martinelli and Noni have been pedestrian. Aren't they supposed to be showing the manager they want to play? Awful. I wouldn't say that of Noni, to be fair. He's made things happen on the right. The goal comes from a lovely run from him and sent her into the box. I think we're just giving the ball away too cheaply, and the service, our front three are all really starving of service here. So we have to learn to shoot outside the box, Andrew. It's almost like they don't want to do it. I can't understand it. Odegaard scored a good goal the other day from outside the box. And sometimes it's not even a shot that may go in. It may deflect and go in. It may deflect and fall nicely for another player. You may win a corner, which we seem to be pretty good at. Yeah, I'm also struggling to understand how Eze can't get a look in. And it can't just be down to the fact that he made a slight error against Villa away. Because as a man manager, if you're trying to personally penalise a player for that kind of thing, then people like Martinelli should never get back in the team again after the disastrous scene we've seen from him over the past couple of seasons. You know, and that's the way to shatter a player's confidence. I did see a clip where Arteta was saying that Eza has played so many games this season out of so many games. He's played quite a lot, which I thought was kind of absurd. So I don't quite understand it, and I think there's a lot of Arsenal fans that don't quite understand it. Welcome socials. He's saying even in attack, we wait for teams to get back into position. What's the point? Yeah, couldn't agree. We had a couple of breaks on, and it's like we don't want to attack. It's like we want to just beat 10 or 11 men all the time. We don't want to take on 2 versus 2. We just want to wait and fluff about, and it just doesn't make sense. They said it's a rope a dope half. Didn't want that. Our lack of shooting from midfield is a serious worry. It's been like that for a long time, though. D. It's not a new issue. It's been like that all the time. If it's not the perfect goal, then it's like we're not interested in scoring it. Yeah, when we went 1-0 down, it kind of perked them up a bit, and then they was kind of wanting to play to get back into the game. And then once we got back into the game, you thought that this is where we're gonna take charge, and it just never happened. Apollo saying Arteta did say Eze also needed a rest as he played more games than he did versus Palace. I think Eze is in the doghouse because of the middle. Yeah, he may have needed a rest, but he's had no minutes in the last 3 games. So how much of a rest do you want to give him? This is the same manager, by the way, that absolutely runs Saka, Gabriel, and Havertz into the ground. Yeah, it's not been a great first half, to be fair. Socials. We went 1-0 down for a terrible mistake. I mean, to be fair there, I mean, we're just watching the goal again. I mean, when the ball's played back to him, what is he thinking? He's got so much time. He can control it. He can lay it back to the keeper. He can control it and then clip the ball. It's because he's tried to play it first time and it hits his heel. But once it does that, I mean, Raya's out of position. He's really got no chance. It's an open goal. And Saliba is way over the other side. So you can't blame the keeper or Saliba. It's solely on Gabriel. But then, like I said, it's not the mistake you make. It's how you come back from it. And he came back like a champion because he was the one that popped up with the equaliser. Made by Medweke. How he was allowed to run that far, I'm not sure. It would have been a penalty, I'm sure of it. And to be fair, if it would have been a penalty, that may have been a red card because that was a denial of a goal scoring opportunity. Because the keeper's flying in goal, but that's a shot from 6 yards out. And I think that player could have been in serious trouble. And it would have been Evan Nielsen, their centre forward. And it's a good finish by Gabriel. There wasn't even much celebration, really. So weird. I think this is the type of game where we need to play more long balls over the top and try to get them turned around and get Gyökeres and Medweke and Martinelli after it. So since the 18th minute, so Bournemouth have had 6 shots and 6 touches in our box. We've had 2 touches in their box and no shots. So that's since we scored the equaliser. It's been all Bournemouth. I'll be back in 2 seconds, guys. So okie dokie, I'm back in the room. Yeah, we're definitely playing their game rather than our game, Apollo. Although they're not allowing us to play our game, which is why you have to then go and find a different way to operate. And so far, we haven't been able to do that. Two seconds, guys. Up. Yeah, the turnovers are down to their pressing. So why don't we play a different style of football? We've got Jokeres up top, who will run for anything and battle away. We've also got wingers with super speed. So why are we not playing balls over the top to try and get one of them three away with Rice supporting from midfield? It's not rocket science to try and work out how to beat a press. You play over the top of it. Yeah, so I don't want to hear that fact that it's a small pitch. A small pitch doesn't make no difference to the way you play your game. All a small pitch means is that if you're playing the ball over the top, it has to be a bit more precise with a little less speed, or it's going to run out of play. And if you're playing a high pressing game and you're trying to play around the press, you just have to play faster and sharper. The size of the pitch doesn't affect that. So, in answer to Andrew's question about the way that we play, Apollo saying Andrew Arteta is very flexible, hence changing to the 3-4-3 last week. What the issue is still trust, and sometimes I don't blame him. The players aren't impressing the manager and us too. Yeah, I'm with you there, D. That the ball's not being released quick enough, and the ball's not being played through quick enough. Instead of trying to play a forward pass, it's a backwards or sideways pass, and you're not going to gain anything from that. So there's no changes I can see at half time. Trossard is taking his seat on the bench. Ben White is on the bench. I'd give it another 15 minutes and then I'd look to make changes. But hopefully, Arteta's got into them and we can get the better of them in the second half. D saying cherries will be pooped by the 60th minute mark. It's good, guys. It's all good. Yes, I agree. Our movements are too slow. Saying Apollo, there's been too many performances like this. Every game is life and death. It certainly is. When you're fighting for these league titles, You can't afford these sloppy performances. On another day, we could have been 4-1 down. Bournemouth have had good opportunities and not really got them on target. Right, so the second half is underway. Let's see what we can do at the start of the second half. Odegaard back to Raya. Raya pumps it long. And it's easily cleared by Bournemouth. And Semenyo plays it off Hincapié. And it's a throw to Bournemouth. Hincapié wins the header. Martinelli's not really doing a lot in this game. What is this guy doing? Odegaard, just play the ball properly. Every pass he plays, it's like a little flick. There's no seriousness. There's no seriousness in his pass. I just want to see him play the ball properly. Play it up high, over the top, turn them around. And what do you expect the guy to do with that throw, Hincapié? Hincapié's thrown the ball so close to the touchline. There's no way Gyökeres can control that and keep it in play. He's got a player right up him, and the corner flag is just behind him. What are you expecting the man to do with that? Here come Arsenal with Rice, and it's blocked. And Bournemouth are first to the loose ball. It's got to be a foul, surely. Free kick to Arsenal. So Timber goes to take the quick free kick, and it's blocked by the Bournemouth player. No yellow card. The referee says you can't do that. And Arsenal will take the free kick again. Gabriel's had a chat with Odegaard. Rice moves away. Looks like it will be Odegaard that will deliver. Gabriel goes and tells the rest of his pals what's going to happen. Odegaard gives the signal. The players make their move. It's flicked on by Hincapié. Oh, Gyökeres was there to hold it up. And it's played out. The ball, there was a little chance there for Saliba, but he hesitated for a split second instead of just steaming forward and trying to get his boot to the ball. And we're all the way back with David Raya now. Bournemouth continue. It's a terrible pass by Raya. Oh, and it's a terrible header by Timber. And Bournemouth have the throw. Again, they get walked round Odegaard like he's not even there, and it's a lovely ball, and it's Semenyo one-on-one with Hincapié. He's got players up in support. Oh, and the ball was played in behind. Time Bournemouth play it long. Good header from Timber. Good control by Declan Rice. To Zubimendi. Lovely ball there. Finds Odegaard in space. But Odegaard slows it down. He doesn't turn and attack the space. He just slowed it down to a walk. And it's with Gabriel, with Declan Rice. With Martinelli now. What can he do? Goes inside to Zubimendi. Good, decent spell of possession, but no real, not breaking any lines. With Declan Rice now. Zubimendi back to Rice. Back to Gabriel. And the ball from Gabriel over the top runs out of play just before Martinelli can get there. And Arsenal take the lead. It is 2-1 to Arsenal. We'll see the goal coming up shortly. And it's Declan Rice that's got it. Declan Rice puts Arsenal 2-1 up. And to be fair, just before that's happened, Bournemouth themselves could have gone 2-1 up with Brooks flashing a shot wide of the post, and it was from a soft free kick. But they was allowed to take the free kick quickly. But when Arsenal tried, the referee denied it. I wonder why that is. I wonder why that is. You know, we tried to take a quick free kick and we got told no. Bournemouth done it and they almost scored. So again, that's double refereeing standards there. You allow one team to take a quick free kick and not the other. So anyway, Raya with the goal kick. It's pumped forward. And again, it's pumped forward from Timber. Gyökeres gets in, well battled, Victor Gyökeres. And Odegaard lays it back to Declan Rice, and he runs onto the edge of the area and just passes it into the corner of the net. Fantastic finish. Another assist for Odegaard, but a goal there made by Victor Gyökeres, who's battling two defenders. And when the ball comes back, it's laid back to Odegaard, and he has the simple task of setting up Declan Rice, who finishes with aplomb into the bottom corner. So Arsenal now 2-1 up. Yeah, upon as you say that Gyökeres is hurting us, that ball, it's his battling for that ball, which helps us get the goal. Look, he's being held. He's still fighting. Look, and there was 5 defenders around Victor Gyökeres. 5 defenders around Victor Gyökeres. And when the ball come back to Rice, it was a lovely finish. But if Gyökeres doesn't battle for that ball, then Bournemouth pick it up easily. So you've got to give this guy the opportunity. And it's balls like that that he thrives on with his strength. 5 defenders converge on him. If 5 defenders are on him, that leaves other players spare. So now let's see what Bournemouth have got. It's Semenyo with the header. Oh, he should have played it. What is that? What is that? Well chased, Noni Madueke. And Brentford come again. Sorry, Bournemouth come again. And it's out of play for a throw. It's a lovely finish by Rice through 4 Bournemouth players and into the bottom corner. Most goals this season between 46 and 60 minutes. Arsenal are top with 12. Now we need to kick on and get this performance right. Again, Gyökeres battling, but he's crowded out this time by 3 Bournemouth players. Oh. So again, this is one of the games where Urian Timber is not looking 100% fit. There was a passage I played just now where he would have been there to back up Madueke when the ball got played round him, and he was literally part of the back 3 or back 4. And the referee gives a corner. There's no possible way that the ref can see who that's come off. I'm not even sure the linesman can see. Yeah, the linesman can't see that. Let's have a look. And Timber with a brilliant interception, and it does definitely come off the Bournemouth player and should have been a goal kick. Corner comes in and it's headed out off the line by Saliba, I believe. Shot comes back in. Odegaard again. There's no defending from Odegaard. He's just a body filling a space. And he muffs the pass out and Bournemouth have it back. And it's a shot easy for David Raya. Simple save from... And again, he's running to play the ball out and Evan Nilsson takes him out. Should be a yellow card. Delaying the start of the game. So Raya takes the free kick. It's pumped long. Again, Gyökeres has 2 defenders on him. There's no one backing him up to win the ball if it comes off of him or if it comes off a defender. And Bournemouth are just allowed to win it back. Again, Odegaard refuses to make the tackle twice. And Arsenal lose possession. And it's a poor header from Timber. Well cleaned up by Zubamendi. And it's a lovely ball that frees Madueke. He's got two on him. Madueke gets to the byline. He's got to deliver. Oh, it's a corner. Well defended by that Bournemouth player. Not sure who it was. Don't even care. But Arsenal have a corner. Just approaching the hour mark. Madueke with the corner. And it's curled in and it's headed away at the near post by Evan Nilsson. Back to Madueke. Again, he takes his player down this line and it's a cross with the outside with his right foot this time. And Evan Nilsson's there again to knock it behind for another corner. Got to be a better corner than that, Nonny. Cross with a bit more height on it. The keeper punches it out. Why should have just helped it back in there, man? Where are you going there? It's with Odegaard. Odegaard deep cross. It's over it in Cape's head. Gabriel nods it down to Madueke. Again, he takes his man on the outside. Lovely cross. And it's flicked out. It should be a throw to Arsenal. Yes, it's a throw to Arsenal. So Arsenal keep the pressure on. Madueke going inside and outside. That fullback just doesn't know which way and what to do. Can't stop him anyway, but how. So Declan Rice with the sort of, I'm not going to call it a long throw. I'm going to call it like a throw into the box, shall we say? Because he's thrown it short, and it's Zubamendi's got a chance to cross it. It's a good cross, and it's a free header for the Bournemouth defender. And Timber retrieves it just before the halfway line. Back to David Raya, who's in the centre circle. He pumps it long. Brilliant pass to Declan Rice. Lovely ball to Declan Rice. Rice crosses. And Martinelli, the ball was a terrible cross from Declan Rice. But Martinelli could have controlled it. In fact, he just literally let it roll past him. And Bournemouth were able to clear. Well played, David Raya. Zubamendi plays himself out of trouble. Lovely ball, Gabriel. Oh, just done by the bounce. I'm not sure why Martinelli stood on this pitch with 63 minutes gone. He's provided nothing all game. Doesn't look anywhere near the level that Trossard was giving us in the last few games. So expect to see some substitutions shortly. Kluivert does not pick up some really good positions. Easy to cut out. There's the ball. Play the ball. That's the ball that Gyökeres, and it's the keeper is well off his line to clear the ball. But that's the ball that you have to play for Gyökeres. And Zubamendi played it just a little bit too much on it, but good starting position from the keeper there to get to the ball before Gyökeres. So you do get the feeling that Arsenal need another goal to put this game to bed. Oh dear, dear. Yeah, you're talking about the weight of pass from Odegaard that set up Rice's goal. Let's not go too overboard. It was only like a 4-yard pass. Kluivert down, clutching his knee. Yeah, I'm expecting substitutions to be made in the next 5 minutes. They haven't shown anybody warming up. Oh, as I know, the players are all over having a chat with Arteta. Yeah, Semenyo would have been a great signing for us, but he's obviously eager to go in January. He's eager to go in January and didn't want to wait till the summer. So Arsenal, as we're talking about it, Arsenal are preparing 3 substitutions. The front 3 are all coming off, and the front 3 are all replaced by Saka, Trossard, and Gabby Jesus. Feel sorry for Medwake there because he hasn't really done anything wrong. You could argue that the other 2 had deserved to be pulled off. Martinelli definitely did. What we need to see from Jesus, though, is the cutting out and the pressurising of the defenders. And Socials is saying pretty much the same thing. We need to get this press. We need to get this press right as well, because I've noticed, obviously, like Socials has noticed, that when Gyökeres departs the pitch, team seems to have all the time in the world to play the ball around at the back and hurt us with these long diagonals, which they don't seem to have when Gyökeres is on the pitch. So almost at 70 minutes, and the Bournemouth press seems to have gone. Arsenal have a bit of time just to pop the ball around. Nothing silly, Timber. Well played. It's with Nkape. Nkape played down the line. Oh, should have just played it first time, Trossard. Don't know why you hesitated there. You play with both feet. Trossard's so frustrating because he plays with both feet. He literally could have just played that with his left foot straight down the line for the run that Nkape made. Yeah, agreed there, Apollo. Jesus has been excellent since his return. It's just his pressing has been lacking. That probably could be to do with his match fitness. Lovely switch from Declan Rice to Saka, brings it under his control, goes inside, and again, it's well defended by Bournemouth. And Jesus gets across to block the clearance. So Bournemouth goal kick. As we enter the 70th minute. And it is 3-1 Arsenal. Declan Rice at the double. Declan Rice at the double. 3-1 Arsenal. You would think that would be game, set and match now. And it comes with Bournemouth playing it around at the back. They try to knock the ball long. And it's well headed back. And it's Declan Rice who on the edge of his own box makes the tackle. Timber breaks. Timber breaks. Still breaking during Timber. He holds the ball. And it's a free kick to Arsenal. I'm not sure this ref had the best game. It was a great run from Timber there. Maybe, I'm not too sure. But Timber up and he's hopping a little bit, holding his left leg up in the air. Saka lays it back to Timber. Timber to Odegaard. Lovely ball to Saka. Saka cuts it back. And there's Declan Rice. Saka with the assist. Lovely finish from Declan Rice. 3-1. That should be game done. And Declan Rice is on a hat-trick. So brilliant play from Arsenal there. Yeah, I agree with you there, Apollo. Would like to see Madueke on the left, on the right, Saka on the left. That's where Saka made his name down the left. So we'll look at the goal again. Saka rolls it back to Timber. Timber to Odegaard. It's a lovely ball in. Saka's clearly onside. Rice pulls off. Saka finds him. And it's into the net. Brilliant goal. Well worked. Lovely finish. 3-1. That should be game done. 7 points clear. He's saying Bournemouth have been sliced. Their pressing's gone. It is hard to keep up press like that for the whole 90 minutes. But what was impressive then, it was Declan Rice who actually won the ball on the edge of his own area to stop Evan Nilsson from having a shot. Here come Bournemouth though. It's crossed into the box. And it's Trossard away. Jesus wins the header. Rice is off running again. You've got to play it. Saka's through. Oh, the ball just didn't have enough legs on it from Declan Rice. And it was well cut out. I think it was by Adam Scott. And here come Bournemouth again. Crosses in the box. Evan Nilsson controls it. Again, Declan Rice is there to nick the ball. Will we see Eze get a little cameo? I think Odegaard's had a good game, but he's had a hand in a couple of the goals with an assist. Why are we playing around with it there? Clear the ball, and Arsenal win the goal kick. And Declan Rice apologising there to Trossard, I believe. See, this would be a time to bring Declan Rice off if he's got a knee injury. Why wouldn't you bring him off? Why are you risking him for a further 20-odd minutes when you don't need to? So substitutions for Bournemouth. Don't know who they are, so I'm not going to announce it. I think they've taken off Cliver and Alex Scott. So last throw of the dice from Bournemouth, they made a triple sub, but they took off two of their most effective players in Cliver and Evan Nilsson. And Bournemouth have scored. And it's 3-2, and it's the substitute Krupi. So and Timber wins the ball. He tries to play it out instead of just clearing his lines. It makes no sense. Just makes no sense. And then he gives away a free kick. It's just stupid play. It really is stupid play. You're winning 3-1. You know, this is about game management. And you win the ball back and you're trying to clip a ball into Saka. And, you know, they win the ball back. Then you give away a silly free kick. And now all of a sudden, Bournemouth are back in the game. Now Bournemouth are back in the game that they was out of literally 2 minutes ago. Makes no sense. It's the game management is atrocious at times. And the header's out. Again, no one's pressing the ball. Man free in the middle. Odegaard, again, just marking space. Did it take a deflection? It must have taken a deflection because Raya was nowhere near it. But terrible defending from Arsenal. Odegaard, he's not defending. He's just standing in front of a player, jumping up and down, side to side. That's not defending Odegaard. No, it didn't take a touch. Gabriel was ducked underneath it. It's a good shot. Oh no, Gabriel didn't duck underneath it. Apologies. It was in between Gabriel and Zubamendi, and Raya had absolutely no chance. But that all comes about because we give the ball away stupidly when we don't need to. And then Saliba's give the ball away now. It's panic stations there. This is what happens when Gyökeres goes off. We have no presence up front. And it's crossed into the box and it's cleared by Gabriel. And Jesus can't keep it in. So all of a sudden, Arsenal under pressure from nowhere because we have no presence up front. And Trossard this time gives it away to Semenyo, the one player you don't want to give it with, and his shot is blocked and it's out for a corner. So again, we're just giving the ball back to Bournemouth for the fun of it. And it's a corner to Bournemouth now. Shocking. Absolutely shocking. Again, we was cruising out at 3-1. And then stupidly we give the ball away and it's the corner and it's into the side netting. Hincapié scrambled back onto the post there to double make sure it wasn't going inside. So a massive 15 minutes or so coming up for Arsenal. Massive. So Odegaard has been substituted and it's Arteta's boy, Mikel Merino, that has come on to stiff. Again, Odegaard pulls out of a challenge. What is going on? And Bournemouth playing a nice 1-2 there with Semenyo. He's pulling at Declan Rice again. Rice, you got to go to ground, mate. And Trossard is back. And Trossard gets taken out by Krupi. But to be fair, Trossard should have released that ball a long time. I don't know what kind of nonsense Arsenal are playing with here. He's getting buffered and buffered from pillar to post, and then he's kicked down, and it's a yellow card for Krupi. But Arsenal putting themselves in under unneeded pressure here. So into the 82nd minute. Saka gets the armband. Odegaard goes off and Mikel Merino comes on. So again, it doesn't look like we're going to see Eberechi Eze. 4 games on the spin where this guy has got no minutes. I think it's criminal. Yeah, so D's saying Odegaard just doesn't close down. He looks. I'm not even sure he looks tired. D, I just think it's just not part of his game to put a foot in. You know, I just think it's so many times today he could have made a tackle. He just hasn't, and it's allowed Brentford to break. Yeah, social saying anytime Jesus is off, we drop off. All this false 9 crap is played out. Yeah, Apollo saying we need to stop sitting off. We concede every time we do. We're not good enough with the ball to do this. All because Gyökeres comes off the field. We cannot lead the press from the front. Yeah, I said that I've noticed it in a couple of games. Once Gyökeres leaves the field, our press is non-existent. And we're battling now in a game that we should really be comfortable in at 3-1. Unless the ball's smashed over the top. Bournemouth have got someone chasing. Rice calmly back to David Raya. Yeah, so Apollo saying 2 goals away to Sunderland, Villa, and now Bournemouth. It's not good enough from a team that wasn't conceding goals. We're now literally, it's like open season, and it's something that's got to be fixed. And you can't even say it's because we're playing expansive attacking football, because every goal that we've conceded, both goals we've conceded today, could have easily been stopped. That's not a push. What am I watching here? So Bournemouth can push all they like, but we can't. Yeah, Saka barely involved, Apollo, apart from the assist for Declan Rice's second goal. It's the only thing that he's done of note. And that's the kind of ball that we don't play. We don't play these hooked up passes over and turn teams around. Saka, look again, he's sitting off the tackle. Go and win the ball. You could knock that out for a throw. And Saliba goes down, clutching his leg. And what have I seen here? Apparently, it's a free kick to Bournemouth. I'm not too sure how that's panned out. So a foul by Timber, who may be struggling for a little bit of fitness himself. Like his normal solid performance today. It's a free kick in a dangerous area. And it's in the box high, and it's straight into the arms of the hands of David Raya. And he's got a throw out to Hincape. Semenyo's after him. You should have cut across him, man. He would have got sent off. And Trossard takes a battering and wins a free kick. Hincape looks like he's holding his groin. It's a lovely ball. Hold it, Jesus. Hold it. Hold it now. Hold it. Oh, just hold the ball, Jesus. It come off you, mate. I don't even know why you're complaining. All you had to do was hold the ball. All you had to do was hold the ball. The Bournemouth dispatch with playing around now. It's I don't know how Zubamendi's got away with that because it was a blatant push. It was a blatant push, and the Bournemouth player then handles the ball, and the referees give a free kick to Arsenal. And it's Saka to Timber to Zubamendi to Saka. Can Arsenal shore up this game? It's a poor cross from Saka, and it's out to Marino, who takes a shot, and the keeper goes flying through the air and catches it with both hands. I'm not sure if it was going in or if it took a deflection, but the keeper saves it. It's a good header from Timber. Saka then pushed while heading the ball. So apparently you're now allowed to push in football while someone's heading the ball. So Jesus gets across his first press of the game. He's been on for 12, 13 minutes, and it's the first time he presses and wins the ball. But Bournemouth have it with Semenyo. Hincapié after him. Semenyo cuts across the pitch. Plays a nice 1-2. And it's well cut out by Jurriën Timber because that ball was heading straight through there to Semenyo. And it's with Saka now. Just take your man on, Saka. Why are you coming inside? It's to Declan Rice. It's to Leandro Trossard. Trossard standing up his man. And must have taken a feet. It's a corner to Arsenal. Trossard's shot deflected high and wide. It's a corner to Arsenal as we approach the 89th minute. I don't know why Arsenal have to make it so stressful. I really don't. So it's Saka with the corner. Yeah, you're spot on there, Apollo. These are exactly the type of games that champions need to come through. What kind of a ball is that, Trossard? We tackle Saka. Why can't our players tackle for the ball? Even if you commit a foul there, it's a free kick in their own penalty area. Trossard puts half a foot in and wins the ball. That would do. Half a foot. That's all you need to do. Don't even have to be a full foot. Marino out to Saka. Can he go to the... No, he doesn't want to take his man on. Now he's got it again. Just go to the corner flag. But no, Saka comes in field. Saka comes in field and it's a woeful shot. Just knocks someone out in the 7th row. And Bournemouth have the ball back. If Arsenal keep the ball, they win the game. It's that simple. You're trying to bend it in from 25 yards out on the angle. Just keep the ball. So 90 minutes is almost up. Let's see how long's been added on. That will do. You was known for having the smallest tackle in the team, was that, Andrew? Oh, Jesus just doesn't control the ball. And he keeps it in. Well done, Jesus. Well, that's it. Just turn around. Jesus, just turn around, Jesus. He just pulled him. What are you kidding? He just had him in some wrestling hold with his leg. What have I just witnessed there? What have I just witnessed? Jesus, all he had to do was hold the ball there. He tries to take his man on. The Bournemouth guy wins the ball. Jesus wins it back. And while the Bournemouth guy is on the ground, he's holding Jesus' leg. The keeper's just thrown the ball 30 miles forward of where the actual free kick was from, but the referee doesn't care. And there's 6 minutes added on. 6 minutes added on. So Arsenal need to survive for another 6 minutes. It's nervy. The ball's just clear the ball. Jesus hooks it high and up into the air. Trossard, don't let it bounce. I said, give away free kicks from there. Why are we letting them play? Come on, Arsenal. Jesus, there's no press from Jesus. It's a gentle little tippy-tappy jog out. There's the ball in the box. Marino, just clear it. Jesus, he plays it to Saliba, but he's taken out and Arsenal have a free kick. And it's another yellow card for someone I've never heard of. So 2 minutes of the 6 are up. I think he's very unlucky to get a yellow card for that, to be fair. This referee's had a shocking game. It's just game management now. Raya sends it long. It's over, everyone. No foul, Saka. No foul, Saka. No fouls. That's it. That will do. Well played. Just take it to the corner flag. Oh, what is this guy doing? He drives into the box and tries to shoot across the keeper from an impossible angle. Easy save for the keeper. Bournemouth have the ball back and they can launch another attack. And the ball goes long. There's no mucking about. Saliba's there. And Declan Rice wins the ball. Plays it to Trossard. He's got a man on. Lovely play, Trossard to Jesus. Will he go to the corner flag? Don't be silly. This is Jesus. And again, he just loses the ball. Trossard gets nutmegged and Bournemouth are away and attacking. This is the worst game management I have seen. Well played, Hincapié. Brilliant. The ball was played down the line. Hincapié with a lovely sliding tackle. And it's with Trossard now. Don't lose it there, Trossard. Switch to play now. Switch to play. Switch to play. And it's out to Saka. Well played. Just take it to the corner flag, Saka. Take it to the corner flag. You don't need to beat your man. That's it. Just keep the ball. And it's to Marino. Nobody out wide. Hincapié on the overlap. And it's hot. Sliced high up into the air. And again, there's no pressure on them. We're just allowing Bournemouth to play. This is where you need to make these tackles and take a yellow card for the team. Up in the Bournemouth half. So, 94 minutes played. There's 2 minutes left. Bournemouth, knock it long. Gabriel up. Declan Rice flicks onto Jesus. He plays it to Marino. There's nobody for him to pass to. Why is Trossard up front? Zubimendi brings it up, plays it to Saka. Saka has all he's got to do is go to the corner flag. But he wants to take his man on. He drives and it's a corner. Yes, it's a corner. No reason to play this corner in the box. No reason to send anyone up. One minute of the game left. 1 minute of the 6 extra minutes that was added on. Surely you play this corner short. Just play it to Jesus, man. So Jesus, he has the ball. He's trying to do little tricks. He tries to kick it off the ball with play and then just kicks it straight out of play. Yeah, the ball's with Raya. He runs right to the edge of his box. And Gabriel clashes with Adley. I'm not too sure what that was about. He's claiming an elbow. Let's have a look at it. The guy actually ducks his head into Gabriel's elbow. Actually ducks his head trying to hit his elbow. And the game has finished. The game has finished, guys. Arsenal hold on to a nervy, very nervy 3-2 win. Performance-wise, it was absolutely shocking. But the most important thing is that we've nicked the 3 points and we go 7 clear of Man City and 6 clear back of Villa. And now it's over to Man City, who have Chelsea tomorrow, to see what they can respond. But to be fair, I mean, listen, if you're playing that bad and you're winning games, you might just have a chance at winning the title. You know, it's not you're not going to play well every game, but listen, Arsenal have definitely got away with one here today. Let's just put it that way, shall we? All right, Apollo, I will do. Andrew, see you later, mate. So just to recap, Arsenal win 3-2 against Bournemouth. Very slapdash performance, very sloppy performance. But we get over the line and we claim the 3 points. Bournemouth players surrounding the ref, but we don't care. The game is finished and Arsenal take the 3 points to move 7 clear of Man City, who have a game in hand, and 6 clear of Aston Villa. So it's over to Man City now to see what they can do. But Arsenal have got to put in performances better than that if we want to claim the title. So thank you all for joining me. Thank you to Apollo's wife for starting the stream in the absence of Tony. We hope Tony's okay. Socials is saying we made a mess of that game. Stop bringing on Jesus 60 minutes into the game. Wait until the last 5 or 10. I would say wait until the last 15 most probably, because it was once Gyökeres goes off, it was tragic. Yeah, City will probably roll Chelsea over, but you never know. You never know. Chelsea have got some decent players. It might just be a draw. But, you know, we're just keeping... All we have to do is win our games and let's forget about what everyone else is doing. So long as we're winning and matching City's results, they can't overtake us. So I'm going to sign off and say goodbye. Apollo, thank you very much. Please thank your wife for starting the stream for us. Arsenal roll on with a 3-2 victory to move 7 points clear of City and 6 points clear of Aston Villa at the top of the Premier League. A great start to January, and long may it continue. See you later, people.